Hey, good morning from Warner Springs. All right, so kind of rainy today, but I managed to hitchhike the short 1 mile here to the post office and gonna go get my first resupply package. All right, so if you haven't been watching the weather forecast, there's been thunder and lightning and heavy downpours ever since I got back from the post office. I've been hanging out here under the awning of the Warner Springs fire station. But it's starting to lighten up a bit now, so I got my rain gear on, including my rain jacket and my rain kilt, which is also called a trash bag. So I'm going to hit back on the trail, and hopefully the skies don't open again with more downpours. And this here is where the trail crosses, but due to all the rain, that's called a flash flood, so I might have to look for another way around that, or I might have to wade through it. Okay, so after a lot more thought, I decided to go with option C, which is wait till tomorrow morning, let the flash flood waters go down, and see if the crossing is safer. Today's the 6-month anniversary of me breaking my leg. I don't want to do it again. Alright, so yeah, there's not much to do here, other than my food's cooking right now, but I got my tent set up, and then right that way, in the morning, that way, that's where the sun's going to be coming up in the east. So kind of position my tent so I'm not obscured by any trees or anything. The sun will come, dry all the condensation that will be on my tent, warm me up, and I'll be good to go for another day on the trail. Hopefully the river will be less swollen and I can actually cross it.
Hey, good morning. It's Friday the 13th, and so I woke up earlier and checked out the river, the Agua Caliente Creek. It has really gone down a lot. In fact, two section hikers crossed earlier when I was awake. One hopped across the rocks, and one just waded through, so it is very crossable now. I came back to my tent to get some breakfast, and then it started raining again. So then I just kind of stayed here in my nice cozy sleeping bag because it's Friday. I ain't got no job, and I ain't got stuff to do. So I'm just going to wait for the tent to kind of dry off a little bit. Maybe the rain will trickle down a bit, and then I'll get back on the trail.
Okay, so the river obviously is a lot lower, and I'm on the other side, so onward! For those who don't know, this is what poison oak looks like. From miles 112 through 115, you've got so much water that you have to wade through it. Are we serious? Come on, trail, pick a side, left or right. Another water crossing. Crisscrossing this trail makes you want to jump, jump. Here at mile 119.6, there's water, but you have to walk down that way 0.2 miles to Lost Valley Spring. Here at mile 120.9 is listed as a dry stream on Guthook, but with this much rain, it's flowing.
Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, March 14th, and last 2 days kind of sucked because I couldn't get out of Warner Springs until almost 3 p.m. on Thursday, just because of the torrential amounts of rain that were coming down. And I only got 2.5 miles in because the creek was so swollen with the rain that it wasn't crossable. Yesterday, it just drizzled and rained so bad that by the time I got here to this camp at mile 123.4, I was soaked, just wet and cold, and couldn't wait to just get out, take all the wet clothing off and just get in my sleeping bag and warm up. And but the sun looks like it's coming out today, so hike on.
Alright, I'm back on the trail, and here at 123.7 is a small stream. Normally it's dry, but it's running today on the 14th of March. Still have overcast today, but at least there's no rain for now, knock on wood. Here at 126.8 is a nice little stream coming down the mountain. It's not listed on Guthook, so it may just be a runoff stream created from the storms. Here at 126.9 is the way to Mike's place. It's a great place, hiker trash always welcome. But there's a storm coming, viene la tormenta, so I gotta go. Here at 127.2, there's a little trail angel spot here. While the Coleman cooler is empty, this trash can is amazing. So a good place to dump your trash. There's the water tank and Mike's place. Here at 136.5 is a small creek that is currently flowing as of the 14th of March. Here at mile 137, you've got Tule Spring, which is 1/4 mile down that road. Hey, good evening. All right, well, you know what this is? This is a tent that wasn't set up in the rain, and that's kind of been the MO for the last few days. Here at 138.8, a little over 15 miles in 6 hours today. I didn't get on the trail until about noon because my stuff was still wet, so I had to let it dry out. So, all right, well, I'm just going to make some dinner and go to sleep. One thing I do want to say is the trail community today was way more robust than in the past. I think it's because maybe everyone was pretty much going the same speed in the same direction, but for the first time on the trail, I've actually interacted with a lot more people while on the trail and not just in camp. So, trail community, Tramily, it's forming.